as the kids say, you do you, boo. And
You know,
I don't know if kids say that or not anymore. Fuck it. This kid does. Um, I also say fat with a PH too, but I kind of like thinking of myself as a man out of time. I just kind of like do my own thing, whatever feels good. Because there's just too
I
much.
think that just about anybody stuck in the 90s is using that as a shield and a cudgel at the same time at this point. No, no, I'm just really I'm doing my own thing. No, my music hasn't changed in 25 years. Why would it? Everything that's come out since has sucked, and we know this. And but no, I'm not in a particular place whatsoever. Let's fist fight over Soundgarden versus Pearl Jam right now. Right
Yeah,
now. Let's do
I'm
that
like
right now.
I'm like that little girl from the commercials. Like, why not both? Right? Why we gotta like pick one or the other? Boys, that bullshit, right? I'll tell you I stopped being a radio station DJ back in around the mid '90s, and I think that's when I stopped trying to find new music because we would play. It was a classic rock station, right? And and then we would play it with the new music hour, and that's when we were playing shit like Nirvana and oh, who else? What's the one with the B girl? Those guys, Blind Melon, and
Blind
Pearl
Melon.
Jam.
So quickly, Shannon Hoon, the lead singer of Blind Melon, was from a small town called Tipton, Indiana. I
Hmm.
grew up in Anderson, Indiana. My one of my best friends growing up was a kid named Brian Howenstein. He moved to Tipton when we were 12. Uh, I would hang out regularly. His sister briefly dated Shannon Hoon while they were in high school. So I bet that dude, when he was on his way of, getting the fuck out of Tipton, Indiana, which he did for, a good little while there, but
That's
till
a that's that
27 caught up with him.
Yeah, that's interesting because the rest of the band, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I was told the rest of the band was from West Point, Mississippi, and I actually worked in that. I went to Mississippi State. Up in Northeast Mississippi, and it's right around there, right? So I worked with these guys that used to hang out with those cats, right? And the first time I ever smoked pot was out of a bong about yay big that belonged to Blind Melon. So, and it made me sick, and I almost didn't smoke pot again. So, but fortunately, I have friends that are good at peer pressure, and the second time I smoked it, my feet felt like they disappeared, and the rest, as they say, is history. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since. Um, but I've never done mushrooms. So that's why when you pimp your matrix bars on your show on Slow News Day on Sundays through Thursday, right? Monday through Thursday in
Correct.
the mornings, and then what time on Sundays? I know we'll get to this later, but I just want to, from my own knowledge.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 p.m. if you're paying attention, or 8 p.m.
I got to tell you, man, when you started doing the morning gig, I was like, whoa, this is cool, because I'm kind of a morning ish person myself. Like, by the time I get up and have coffee and breakfast or whatever, by the time that's all done, that's when your show comes on. So, and it's so good. I feel like every time I watch that show, I feel so stupid because I don't know half the. I don't know a teeny tiniest of what you know because you've been paying attention for so long. It's like,
Can I tell you the secret? Can I tell you the
please.
secret? And this is what the whole ass reason that I started the show anyway, because the lane that I wanted to jump into is basically just as wide as the day that I jumped into it, which is a fucking shame, but presents a wonderful opportunity. And that's most people with a camera and you know, some opinions, just want to talk about politics. We don't want to talk about politics. Politics is way the fuck downstream from the shit that we're talking about. And not only is that vastly more like not just interesting to me, it's more genuinely informative. I'm not a person who like hate watches shows. I can't do that. I don't have a content creator that I root for, like, per se, you know what I mean? Which I understand people that do both of those things. I'm not knocking that. That's not me. So it's not gonna be reflective in the kind of show that we do. And we're not a gossip channel, and we're not a reaction channel that's trying to pass as a news channel. We're trying to make the people who don't want to be household names. We're trying to have grown up, nuanced conversations about sometimes controversial and complex topics without resorting to ad hominems, a reason to rage quit. I don't bring people on to yell at them. I bring people on to find out like how quickly I can pull them into an anarchist mindset so that we could get past all of this shit.